hi. Didn't see you there. Welcome to the podcast, Idiot Podcast. What's it called? Idiot. It's called Idiot. I know what my podcast is called. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button and also like the video, even if you hate it. If this is the worst video you've ever seen in your life, go ahead and give it a like just because it helps me to keep going, okay? We've got a very exciting, fun guest today on the podcast, so just come stick along. Don't leave. Please don't leave.
As we babble, like whatever,
should I
like
sit
off
like
the top,
this?
just nonsense off the top of our head, please,
Help us.
Lord, make the nonsense that
Make it.
comes out of our mouths reach you and other people of the world and all the hungry children. Thank you. Do you pray?
I actually do. Just
Wait,
imagine.
that's funny. You never acknowledge it. You just never talk about it. Hold on to that.
How's my hair?
Well,
Hey, eyes
we don't-
up here.
We don't have. Hey, my pussy's down here. Your hair looks great.
There's no like flyaways or anything.
Gosh,
Okay.
men should be able to wear makeup.
You should wear makeup.
I don't want to put makeup on or take makeup off, but I don't think it's right that I have to look shittier than women. I don't think that's right. I think that's sexist. I think it's wrong. I think it's
But you're the only one stopping you from not wearing makeup.
no.
You could
No,
wear.
society stop me.
Who? Look at Harry Styles.
Does he wear makeup?
Yeah, he wears makeup. He wears dresses.
I mean, let me take all this back. I don't want to wear makeup or dresses. I would like
Well,
to.
you did just say you wanted to wear makeup.
You can't prove that. What I said was.
It's on. You got that right.
If you were listening, what I said was that I don't want to wear makeup because it's a lot of work getting on and off. I wish I could look like I had makeup on.
Without actually wearing makeup.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you know it's a lot of work? to
I've
put
had
on
makeup
and
on.
off?
To what? To take it off?
Yeah, how do you know?
The insane thing, and this is definitely like highlight reel moment, is women with the eyeliner, that thing where you go like right under your eyeball and then,
Oh, yeah.
and then you rub it off, and that's insane. I've had to dress as a woman for like something before.
Was this when you were playing Caitlyn Jenner?
No, that I did like a face swap. This is years ago. Cedric the Entertainer. It was a sketch show.
Oh.
But they dressed me as a woman. I saw that I would not be a very attractive woman, and like something made me feel a little sad about that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that I agree with that.
I was like a 6.
Really?
But
And
like
that-
your shoulders.
But did that make you feel sad?
I felt sad for her.
Do you know
'Cause
who?
she's not getting good cock. She's like not doing well.
Do you know
with the
who
boys.
I look like as a guy? Nicolas
Wait,
Cage.
yeah, take Cage. That's good.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Like when I do those face swaps or like the guy filters, all of a sudden like it's Nicolas Cage.
Well, when you put a filter on.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy filter.
But it's like it's your face with like a beard, and I'm just like, oh, that's Nicolas Cage.
My image of him, I can't really see the.
Just imagine me
resemblance
with a
at all.
beard.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I see
wait.
it now.
I want to ask you some personal.
Do you like my body language? Because I'm clearly not ready for that.
You're closed off.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you happy right now?
You know what? Yes, I feel like I'm in like one of the better times in my life, but I feel like also it's precarious. Like back in, I think October, I got depressed for the first time really ever. I never got like really depressed in my life. And then I was like, oh, this is what people talk about. It was
Yeah.
like dark cloud heavy and just like sat.
Can
you
I
know.
ask, was there a inciting incident?
I love that.
Thank you. Or was it just like,
Nothing was going well. There was nothing I
Yeah.
could turn to that was going, like personal life or professional, or like my house was like falling apart and like
Yeah.
like everything was just all at once. It was
you know that
nothing.
expression?
What's that?
What are-
When life gives you lemons.
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
continue.
mean, not that exact expression. I know what you're talking about. When it rains, it pours. When it's yes.
You've heard
it's
it?
pouring.
Have you guys heard that?
When it sprinkles, it's raining.
But
Do
continue.
they talk to you? Are they allowed to? You say don't talk back.
Well, I was talking to the camera.
But you don't let them talk back,
Who?
do you? Do you acknowledge the people who are here?
Who? Who?
Did you?
Who?
Exactly. That's what you're saying. Your crew.
What?
All right.
Chris and Eric. There are men behind you guys right now. Okay.
I like that
but-
you're a powerful woman and
but-
men work for you. You get off on that.
I get off. I get off on that. Yeah.
Yeah, you wield your power.
No. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Let me ask you though about your depression.
That's aggressive. That's aggressive. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Because I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I think it is interesting how I reacted to it. Go ahead.
Everything was going wrong.
Also, just to clear up, like I had nothing to complain about. Like so many.
So it was your perception.
Yeah, like I had an idea of like my life, and that's where you get.
Yes.
Like, I think, but if I compared myself, I think either one of us, there's always a billion people who would just trade places because like there's just a lot of. There's nothing really wrong. I didn't get like some awful diagnosis. I didn't have anything horrible happen. Go ahead.
Being a straight white male in America is hard. That is hard.
Honestly,
that
like
is
I hear your
hard.
tone. Don't think I don't hear it. But first of all, I don't like being called cis. I don't like that. Here's the thing, and I think anyone should be called whatever they want, okay? And I will call someone whatever they want.
Sure.
I don't want to be called a sissy. Is that okay?
You're not a sissy man.
I hear it all the time. You're a cis, which
yeah.
is very close to sissy.
Okay.
And I don't like it.
I understand. Cis threatens your masculinity. I get it.
And I don't think, let's not act like we all don't know that guys don't want to be called cis.
Okay. All right. Chris?
Cis?
Cis?
Sissy Chrissy?
Well, I'm not cis.
You are, sort of.
No.
Cis is just
born-
heterosexual.
Yeah.
Heterosexual?
Well, no. Well,
cis
no.
is you're born in the right body.
Yeah. Yeah, like a cis male is like you're born as a man, you identify as a male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that. I guess maybe because I felt like I was in the right body or something. But I never even thought about my body like, oh, this is the right body. Like my sister would dress me up like a girl because she wanted a sister. And I feel like if they just were like, you're a girl, I think I'd be like, oh, okay, well, all right, this is the thing.
You would have
You know
just
what
accepted it.
I did. She was like, you're my sister, Kylina. And I was like, okay. And then she put makeup on me.
But that didn't stick though.
No.
Because you feel more at home as a male, identifying as a male,
Yeah.
a straight. Are you straight?
I'm straight, yeah. I'm definitely all straight. And I'll tell you how you know.
Tell me.
I've never had the urge to, and I'm not big on porn. Let's get that very clear. Very clear.
Let's make that very clear.
Is that clear?
Kyle Dunnigan,
Not a porn
big on
addict,
porn.
not a big porn. But I've never like wanted to Google, like if you go search history of my whole life porn, I've never been like, let me see this.
Dicks.
God, like, just not for me.
You've never
It's-
Googled dicks. That's very telling.
But it's also like, I don't want to try rum raisin ice cream. There's just things like you don't like.
Sure,
it's
sure,
like
sure.
ice cream or your sexuality. I'm simplifying things, possibly, but
It's funny because like I always felt like sexuality is like a spectrum and everyone's on that. But I think I say that because I'm not 100% straight. I'm definitely like, I would say 60-40 to 70-30.
give me like 10 minutes. Hold
Okay.
on.
To be honest, I'm 70-30. Like 30% into women. I would definitely date
70-30.
a woman.
You've never dated a woman.
I've hooked up with girls. I've not been in a relationship.
Okay.
And I would do that, but I haven't done that. I've always been in heterosexual relationships. So it's interesting to like think about. And I think because of that, I always thought like, oh, everyone's up, but that's not true. Like you're straight.
I just don't find the male physique
Well,
like
there you go.
sexually arousing
Sure,
at all.
sure.
I like the form
We all
of
disagree with you.
I know. Yeah, a lot of people disagree with me. But I think women are just more attractive, like
You would.
more beautiful.
You
And
would
then-
think that.
Yeah. Guys, and like they're like what's going on is just not great. In my opinion, like the junk, the whole thing. They're just like hairy and like disgusting. And that's me.
Yeah.
I'm not disgusting, but like not something I'm like aroused by. You know what I mean? Now, that's being said, like you're saying there's a spectrum, like maybe there is a scenario.
Yeah.
If I grew up on an island with just men or
Yeah,
something, and
yeah.
there's no, like maybe that would be, you'd sort of adjust or something.
Yeah.
But
To bring it back, how did you get out of the depression in October when everything was not going the way you wanted?
yeah, I was about to do like a live show and I'm just like, this is not good. And
What's not good? The live show?
Like this, some sketches you write and you just make it and you look at it and you go, that did not come out the way
Oh,
I
all the
hoped."
time, yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not putting this out. Felt a lot of pressure to
Yeah.
keep, because like the thing would grow when I would do a show every week, but you can't do a sketch show every week. Like SNL does a show 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off, and they take the whole summer off.
Okay.
There's 30 writers, there's 20 cast members, everyone's writing round the clock. These are the best sketch writers. They scour
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
And there's like 1 or 2 funny sketches.
Yeah.
And it's not SNL or the writer's fault. That's just the nature of writing a sketch, like writing
Yeah.
a poem or like a sonnet. It's like everything needs to, you have to set the thing up. Then you gotta
Yes.
get big laughs, you got a big ending. If you don't, people go, that sketch sucked.
Sucked, yeah.
So I'm like basically trying to do a sketch show every week by myself. And it just really caught up to me. Like this is not, I can't keep the quality up, and I don't like to put things out that I don't think are that good. So I
Yeah.
sort of had like, I'm not doing a show tonight. I got in my car with my dog and I just drove to Vegas with thousands of dollars in the bag. When I got there, I forgot it in the car, and like the valet guy, like, it was like $5,000 in cash. He didn't take it.
Whoa.
I gave him a 5.
Oh,
Just because I'm generous.
Wow.
I was like, thanks.
Wow.
No, I gave him a little more than that. Anyway, and then I
gave
went
him
to the
10.
high stakes. I don't recommend this. This is just, I was
You were at your
depressed.
breaking point.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. I'm going to Vegas by myself.
What
which
was
is
the plan?
worst place to go when you're depressed is Las Vegas.
Mm.
The plan was to go to like the highest no limit hold'em poker game and just like play. I played a lot of poker years ago. I stopped because I was just spending too much time and.
Do you feel like it was an addiction slightly?
The
or you got a
closest
rush?
I've come to an addiction. I don't have an addictive personality, but that's the closest. You know what I mean? What happened?
Just, my eyes are itching.
Okay.
And so if I close them really aggressively, it sort of like scratches them. My lids basically scratch my eyes.
Yeah. It's really your only option. You can't use your fingers. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's it. Scratch away. Scratch away.
Okay.
Maybe try to cry. So I go to the high roller table and
Yeah.
I just put down like $2,000. I'm like, give me some cards, And I'm
Stop.
pissed and angry and depressed.
Fuck.
And then I started winning, and I got home and I was like not upset. I won a little bit, but I was just like still like really depressed. So then the next night I got hammered, got
Okay.
drunk,
Okay.
and then I went and I played like really bad. I lost like $3,000 or something like that.
How drunk?
I mean,
Do an impression of you that night.
give me another one.
Really? Was it like that?
A round of drinks for everybody.
Really?
Like 2 drinks, I start to get like, you shouldn't
2
drive.
drinks.
No, I had more. I'm just saying, after 2 drinks, I'm pretty
Okay.
drunk. I think I had like 5 or 6. Anyway, I just played really bad. They were like, oh, that guy's drunk. These are like very good poker players. And they just saw this like dumb. And they got me. And we could edit out most of that long story.
No, we're not
Here's-
editing out any of this. All of it is
But
going
here,
in.
well, this is the thing that really brings the story around.
Okay.
Is I left there feeling better because my bad feeling of whatever depressed was now like, oh God, I lost all that money. It was a different bad feeling, which was a relief. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, so like the feeling of like losing a lot of money feels awful.
Yeah.
You're like, I work hard and I lost all that. But it's different than like that dark cloud heaviness. So I felt relief, and I realized I think my subconscious kind of wanted to lose money. And I think the subconscious a lot of decisions for us,
Yeah.
more than we'd like to imagine. And the whole like going to Vegas, the whole thing was like to lose and
Yeah.
feel a different thing.
Wow.
And it did work. And I kind of came back feeling better.
That's so interesting.
I'm
Ma-
very interested.
You almost like when you're feeling down.
Cut to wide, your mom's walking out of the house. Cut to wide, and cut to wide.
When you're
to get that.
feeling down, I can have self-destructive behavior.
So,
Yeah.
does that mean you just want to feel something different? It's not like you call it self-destructive, but you're trying to change your state, and that's how
No,
you get
because it's
there?
more bad. It's like you're in this place of nothing's gonna get better. My career's not where I want it to be. My relationship's not where I want it to be. My house is breaking down. everything sucks, so I'm going to go do this other thing that's going to make me feel shit because that's the vibration I'm in, or the energy, the state that I'm
Okay.
in. So what you think you are type thing. So you're just like attracting this shit fucking, I'm going to be reckless right now because that's how I feel inside. So I'm going to act like a reckless fucking imbecile idiot, and I'm going to get in the car
Yeah. You're
with
saying,
a bag of cash like a fucking dum-dum.
you're saying like I went to like the level that my feelings were at. Like I felt like shit, I'm gonna go do like
Yeah.
shitty things
Yeah.
and like be just like a degenerate.
Yep. And just get like drunk or spend all your money.
That's possible. My experience though was I was trying to change my state, and this was like a way to get out of my head. It was like an escape.
Well, yeah. Okay, so my theory is negative. It's like you're feeling low, so you do something that's self-destructive, but you can also look at it as like you were in a rut. You're writing the same, like not the same show, but you're doing the same show every week. You go to probably the same coffee shop every day or whatever. Your life is just very predictable. And so by hopping in the car and going to Vegas, it's like all of a sudden all these new sensations are happening, and you're driving down a different road, and it's exciting and it's exhilarating, and all of a sudden feel alive, and that your life is more than this like weekly sketch show. Maybe it was about the experience of something new and something exciting.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to like change state, get out of where I was. It didn't make me feel better. It only made me feel better when I lost.
Wow, that's interesting.
I felt like shit when I was there. I was just like, the worst place to go when you're depressed is Vegas. Like everyone around you is like la la la, and like giant drinks, and
Yeah.
you're just alone. Like
Vegas is the worst.
so dark. When you're not feeling good, it's a dark place.
I went-
We should
that
have a
was-
hotel of like
What?
just like a depressed hotel. You go there.
Oh,
For,
are we ready?
oh,
Camera, C speed, scene 1, take 2, scene mark.
that did speed things up though. What you did. That's a good promo. What we just did.
That's it.
That's like the workout.
Can you whistle? Wow. I can't whistle.
Not at all. I wonder why. Your teeth in the way?
Could be the overbite. It could be.
You have a big overbite.
I do have one though. It's okay, I'm embracing it.
I love that about you.
Are we rolling? Okay, so Kyle has somewhere to be at 2. He's got some other job to go to. So we broke for lunch because we need to eat, okay? But now we're back and we only have 20 minutes, so let's go.
20.
Quick.
I think
quick.
when this goes off, and it might be in 20 minutes, when this goes off, it means I have to go. But I will happily come back and we'll finish if we don't.
Talking too slow
That's
is what
okay,
it is.
okay.
So
I appreciate your honesty.
I asked my Instagram what for questions for Kyle. Can Kyle twerk?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We
Can
need.
I? Hold on.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
Whoa, that was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, when are you playing?
When am I playing? Soon.
Okay, no question, just love Kyle
That's
from Sarah.
nice.
Say
That's
thank you,
nice.
Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Say thank you to Sarah.
Love you.
Say thank you to Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
What is that?
That's when I have to go.
No, are you serious? Come
For
on.
you, I'm gonna push this a little bit. I got go
Rapid
ahead.
fire.
Yeah.
Biggest regret of your life.
What? How do you rapid fire
Come
that?
on.
Well,
Next question. What do you think happens when you die?
nothing. Definitely nothing. I mean, all evidence points to like before you were born, it'll be like that.
Okay, longest relationship of your life.
4 years.
What happened?
What happened? There wasn't any major. I moved to LA,
And where was she?
New York.
Who was she?
Her name was Jessica.
Oh, okay.
You don't know her.
Who's the most famous person you've dated?
Sarah Silverman.
Second most famous.
Jackie Tone.
Third most famous. Fourth most famous.
Fourth most famous, Stephanie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you always know you wanted to be a comedian?
No, I never even thought about it. I always just did what people told me to do. I'm not even joking. I didn't really have much of an identity. And people were like, you should do stand-up. And I just started doing that. And I didn't. Even when I was younger, I remember I was in 8th grade and popular girls were like, we decided you're going to be voted class clown. I think I was like just tiny and I thought that was funny because I didn't really think I was funny. I was pretty shy. This bully came up to me during the lobby before the school opens, and everyone's there and he pushes me, goes, "You're not funny." He wanted to be voted the class clown. How unfunny is that of him? And I go, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Which was funny.
And so now there's like a crowd around us and we're having like a funny fight.
Wow.
But anyway, he proved himself to be very unfunny. Anyway, I did get class clown, but I was upset about it because I was like, why do they think I'm like a clown?
Wow.
At 12, you're finding out how people perceive you.
Yeah.
And it was like very upsetting that, oh, these girls
Yeah.
think I'm like a clown.
It's hard when you're not like in on the joke.
Yeah, I didn't feel in on the joke.
Yeah.
And then they found out I was upset about it, the school did.
Oh, wow.
I didn't complain. My friend, like, I was really upset, and I guess he told, and they changed it to funniest. No, they changed it to best personality.
Oh my God. Wow.
Why'd I go off on that?
Well, I was just like, did you always know you wanted to be a comedian? And you were saying, no, I
Yeah.
actually didn't. Like, people told me I was funny and I just listened, which I think is really interesting. Because I think it's like singing, like you're either a good singer or you're not. You can't just like take voice lessons and be Beyonce. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
You either have a good voice, you don't. You either have a funny bone or you don't.
I did impressions. I did do that. And I guess that's where, but I stopped doing impressions for a long time, till like a couple of years ago.
Do you remember your biggest regret or no?
I mean,
Come on,
biggest
Kyle.
regret, I'm trying to like,
What?
it wasn't meeting you. That wasn't it. There was definitely worse things.
Okay.
I never
But
like did
right
anything
now.
so like, oh my God, why?
Okay. Craziest drug you've ever done?
Some mushrooms, but not enough to be.
Okay.
This is why like the book thing I shouldn't do, because there isn't like a good thing there.
Right.
I'll tell you this, what I regret the most is making the thing is
Okay.
making
Sure.
okay? This is what I regret
When
most.
you-
is when I was
Sweet.
like just being.
The problem is when you did that.
Like,
Why?
I regret any like
Like,
stressing
stress
about
about
stuff.
stuff.
I look back on every stress, like
That's
what a waste of time,
yeah.
energy, and all that stuff.
That's
my biggest regret. Is
very general, but like very actually wise.
related about.
Because you're so right. Why are we gonna stress?
It's the dumbest.
It's so stupid. It's
you don't
never
learn
helped
from
anyone.
it. Doesn't get you anywhere.
No, never.
What are you most proud of?
What is stress? Fear of the future. It's fear of the future. Okay? You gotta stay present. What am I most scared of, did you say?
Proud of. Interesting. You thought scared. Interesting.
Okay. What am I most proud of? Oh man, I don't know. That's like, it's funny when you ask that, my initial response is like to cringe, like, ugh, or like feel like I'm gonna seem arrogant by being like, I'm proud of this.
I agree with you, because
Do you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
think we should ever be proud of
Of us,
anything
ever.
And not in a negative
We're
way, just like,
disgusting.
well, I think getting back to earlier, like your subconscious really runs a lot of it. It's almost like a guy who's like really tall and he's good at basketball. He should be proud. He's like
Yeah.
close to the hoop. But even like your talents, whatever, you didn't, the gifts or whatever were pretty much almost like tallness were sort of given to you.
Literally. No one taught me how to be funny. I was
Yeah.
exactly like you. And like all my friends would laugh at me. And like, I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll embrace this. So I became like the clown. And like, I was like,
Yeah.
and then I owned that role and was like, okay, how can I make money doing this thing? Because
Yeah,
it's like the
yeah.
thing I'm good at. And I think we all have things we're good at. And it's like tapping into what you're good at and finding a way to do that. But so the thing I'm most proud of, I would say this. I would say it's getting sober. That's the thing I'm most proud of.
Okay.
I'm 11 years sober, off drugs and alcohol. I've seen the way it destroys lives. It's all over my family addiction. So I would say I'm most proud of that, I guess, of like because I made that decision to get clean. That was a hard decision that I made and that I've stuck with for 11 years. So that I would say that I'm most proud of.
Okay, that's good.
I wouldn't even say like the mom I am, because like I'm critical of that. Like I could be better, and that's a work in progress. I love being a mom, but I'm not perfect.
It's hard. I
Like
talk
I don't
to
even
people
know
who
where
are
they are right now.
parents.
What?
I talk to parents, 'cause I'm actually interested. It just sounds like such a hard job. They don't really prepare you for it. Like, here's this
Don't do it.
human, and then you go, okay,
Yeah.
to keep this alive.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to raise a human. It's not, people say, oh, I want a baby. I want to have a baby. Okay, cool. That's 1 year. That's one year.
right.
You're a baby for 1 year. You want to
Yeah.
have a baby? Nice. You have to want to raise a human until that human
Yeah.
is 18, and then like still you got to care about it. It is really fun. I do love it. But if you don't want it with like everything in you, like don't fucking do it, dude. Get a fucking dog. Get a dog. Get a dog. Because you guys can do whatever you want.
Who guys, me?
All y'all. In a
All
sense.
y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was up at 6 a.m. wiping asses. Yeah. That weren't my own.
Right.
Cleaning up piss off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just a normal 6 a.m. for me.
Yeah.
Think about that. Really think about it, Chris. Think about it. But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just, it's so gratifying, but it's also a lot. And like, it was my decision to have kids, and it is awesome. I stand by that.
Yeah.
But I just think society puts so much pressure on us to have kids, and I think that's so silly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you don't want it, like, they don't actually raise your happiness level. So if happiness is what you're after, like, kids actually don't do that.
I had such a nice family growing up. I think like I should have like a family. You know?
Then you should do it. Wipe some asses.
It's a little late. Listen, I'm gonna come back.
gotta
I feel like
go?
I
You
haven't.
gotta
I
go?
feel like I haven't got down to it. We had to eat lunch.
We had to
We
eat
had
lunch.
to.
Basically, we stopped this to eat lunch.
Can we continue
Can
this
we-
or we can't?
Oh, we can continue. Yeah, that's fine.
We could edit it down.
We're
for
not
us?
even editing this down.
I know some things I said you could edit out for sure.
Well, I think you're just gonna like think too many things weren't, because you're more of a perfectionist. I feel like you're more of the perfectionist, and like I should care more. Maybe
we
I've
should
learned
meld our
yeah,
brains.
because I'll put out something that's total trash. Because
don't-
no, I will.
But you're.
I will. Like, I'll spend 5 minutes writing something. I'm like, this'll do. This'll do. And I'll just post it.
But you're like in all your things. Like there's like this underlying, not to analyze, but
You know, analyze me.
just like Laura's in it, and so it's like they're getting like I like become totally different people, and then it's like I feel like it better be funny, or I don't like the idea of wasting someone's time. Like it really feels bad. Like if they like go invest and start to watch it, and then they start to be like, I wasted their time.
No, I hear you. And like, I say that I don't care, but I really actually do. I care so much. It's just I've learned to not overthink things.
I
'Cause
think that's the way to go.
You see what I'm saying?
I think
Sometimes when
that's
you
the way to
overthink,
go.
you almost, I don't know. I'm all about simplification. Just simplify.
I don't think you should overthink
No.
how you're doing things. I think you're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
I think if anything, I need to loosen up a little bit.
You need to loosen up. Come on.
I am actually. 2023 is like it's been very loose so far.
Biggest piece of advice you'd give to the listeners right now? Quick.
Pressure.
Hurry up.
Just
oh
like,
my God.
Just like honestly, like the best advice I could like give people is just like, you know, like get it.
It's like when you, I feel like we're about to say the same thing.
Yeah, when you fear
when you fear the most,
that's when you gotta jump into it, get at it.
Town. Because here's the kicker.
That's the kicker.
I feel like we're gonna say
It's
the same.
important to get
It's
the kicker.
important to-
First part's good, but
It's
if you're
so important.
to remember that you've
got to be
you.
Because
there's no only one you, and there will only
and there
ever be one you.
One you.
Ever.
And no one
ever,
else will ever have
be
your
in this
specific scrotum.
in this
It's
universe
your-
ever.
Ever.
All of
And
time.
that's in all of time.
There will just
The
be one
thing
of
to
you.
remember
Is there
is
one,
one
of
of
you?
you.
So be good to
Because
you.
you
Don't
always
beat yourself up.
Always beat
Thanks
yourself
for being
up.
here. Thank you so much for coming.
You're so.
I loved this.
Honestly,
I
like,
feel
thank
like-
you for having me. And I really appreciate you inviting me on to my
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
It was really sweet of you to think of
Yeah,
me.
you're welcome.
Today. Yeah, you just.
We'll get you validated, and we'll.
Okay, great.
We'll see you later, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm around if you ever want to have me back on.
Look for some Laura Kyle stuff coming up in 2023.
2023 is the year of. We've got.
L and K.
Yeah, we've got some really good ideas up our sleeves, and we'll leave you with this.
Always take
be
care
of
yourself
yourself and your
mom.
mother.
Could you put like the words
Sure.
in, like,
Yeah.
typed out so just people hear exactly what we mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, because it's confusing if you don't, if
People
you're
are
not like.
thick. People are like a little thick.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
gotta
if they're not.
spoon feed
Yeah.
what you mean.
If they're not like, oh, what's the word? Awoken.
Smart. Awoken.
Awoken. If they're not, what's the word when you're like? What is
awakened.
it? No, but there's a word when you're
Enlightened.
enlightened.
Bye.
Bye.